Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Right. As this is such a depressing song, let's have some cheery music to start with. Song, film. It's this one. There we go. So, let's play this because it's a long film. We ain't got all night. All right, there we go. We're off. Now, what's this? We are doing the film where three people find some money and bad things happen. Oh, no, that's Shallow Grave. Okay, we're doing the American film where they find some money in the snow and bad things happen. Nope. So, it's not Fargo either. And as you can hear, I got my volume up. It is Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan. And I just saw the BBC mentioned up there. Yes. Not this. So, we have Billy Bob Thornton, Bill Paxton, and Bridget Fonda. Now, I do believe Sam Raimi, Scott Smith's book. He wrote the screenplay. He wrote it as a screenplay first, then wrote it as a book, then released the book, and then it did the film. Danny Elfman, yes. Sam Raimi's usual Danny Elfman, doing a different score to usual. It's got the great Gary Cole in it, playing a different role to whatever he was in... Oh, there we go, Mike's here. Evening, Mike. But yes, if you haven't seen the film, go and watch it. Don't watch me. It's too good a film to watch. Me butcher it, especially with Mr. Fox here. But yeah, it's a very good thriller. As it says, it is Shallow Grave meets Fargo, but better. And that's the Express saying that, so they might be wrong. It's a twisty, intricate, really, really exciting, edge of your seat thriller, Mark Commode from BBC One. A great thriller with plenty of twists and top performances. Says Nick Fisher. The Source, which is the Sun. If you enjoy and find thrillers, don't miss this, says Christopher Tukey from the Daily Mail. So yes, this is... I'm going to spoil the hell out of this. Midnight Caller, yes, I remember Midnight Caller, that's him. The Brady Bunch I was trying to think of, but yeah. So music by Danny Elfman, who then, I think, was, or still is married to Bridget Fonda, who looks a lot different these days. But it has been 25 years. Unfortunately for you, Michael Myers, this film does not have deadites. But this film is bookended by the opening and scene here is duplicated. And that's part of the genius. If you know the end of the film, it's exactly how it starts and begins. Spoilers galore in this one, because there's no way you can watch it without spoiling it. So if you haven't seen it, Michael, go and watch it. It's free on YouTube. It's not a good picture, but, well, not the best picture. But yeah, it's based on a book. Now, Sam Raimi had done some various jobs, direction-wise, before this. Some might remember 3 Evil Dead films that were different types of film, like horror, comedy horror, and then sort of comedy fantasy, I'd call Army of the Darkness. This is before Spider-Man. This is... It changes the way IMDb does things. You have to choose which one. Want him as a director? We want. So this is before For the Love of the Game. This is before The Gift. So this is after The Quick and the Dead, which is a Western. Hello, Echo. Nice to see you. Hello, Sean. Nice to see you. 98. Yes, thank you. Just about getting there. This is a good thriller. And then, so we've got Pregnant. What's her name? Bridget Fonda. So I think there's False Tits. So yeah, he'd done Army of Darkness in 92, although technically I think that was 90. 95, he did Quick and the Dead, so that's a Western. And then 98, he did this. So quite a lot of time off. Fonda in her prime and The Assassin, yes. Or as the answer was it? I can't remember the name of it anymore. But yeah, 1990 Darkman, Army of Darkness, Quick and the Dead, then this. And the only thing he'd done before that was an Iggy Pop music video and Evil Dead 2. Oh, and then we get introduced to the wacky characters. Because Billy Bob Thornton's character in the book is supposed to be a fat idiot slob, which is more in the old John Goodman sort of role they were expecting. But Billy Bob does a fine job in this. Good evening from Leaks. Oh, good afternoon from Kevin in Florida. Nice to see you. This is the 90s, yeah, 98. So, what do you want?
For you.
Nothing for you. So, simple plan. Little reindeer here. Oh, cuddly reindeer. Ah, right, go. You're not allowed to watch this one. No. You stay there. Point of no return. That's it. Thank you. That's the American version. So yeah. Hang on then. I'll be right. Right. Kids, who'd have them? Right. Oh, the passenger. It doesn't ring a bell. It's hot in this hat. But I'm going to have to look that up. Find a film Mike likes. It's quite rare. So yeah, they're playing brothers. Now, was it Bill Paxton, also always known for like Aliens and True Lies and stuff. But yeah, this is a more serious side, and especially Frailty, which he directed, is a good one as well. Oh yes, the jam jar glasses and midriff exposing mechanic in, who was that? Oliver Stone's U-turn, isn't it? With Sean Penn. Oh, there's the fox again. Which does come into the story later, I guess. He's always around. Oppenheimer. Too much talk, but I liked it. Yeah, it is 99% talking, isn't it? I don't see. I still can't work out why we need to see it on the biggest screen possible as IMAX when it's just close-ups of people talking. But it was a good film. I haven't done Deep Rising yet, but I should put it on the list. Might get to it next year, sorry. As there's only 4 days left. So yeah, we got the two Hicks and the college-educated. There you go. So the fox causes the crash. You see the dog come through the back and almost bite Billy Bob's head. Bad Santa himself. And then actually, this film is actually set around just after New Year's, I believe they mention. Or it jumps. It doesn't show Christmas, but it mentions New Year's. And it does help if you have the subtitles on. Here we go. Right, so Bill Paxton is the educated brother who went off to college and has come back and working as a animal feed store, while his brother is a on welfare, does odd jobs type with his drunken friend. Oh yes, Bandits. Yeah, Bandits with Bruce Willis and the woman. I can't remember her name now. She's in Lord of the Rings. She's in not Last Crusade. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's a very long film, that one, but not much happened. So yeah, crows are a big theme in this. And that's the point, because was it Robert Kurtzman did the special effects, or puppeteering, I think it is. So I don't know if it's the dead body in the plane, or if it's other stuff. That's what I'm assuming it is. That's the only thing I can think of. I had a very good Christmas. Thank you. How was yours, Sean? Unfortunately, I was back at work today, but can't be helped. At least I wasn't working Christmas. Now, it's always very. I like this this film mostly because it's very snowy. So it's very festive, so that's why I chose it. A snowy theme. So yeah, this has got 7.5 on our IMDb, which is more trustworthy than Rotten Tomatoes. If not, I don't think I've been on the Rotten Tomatoes site in years. Then we've got what did this come out? I saw this one in the cinema, so I'm trying to work out when it came out. So it actually released in the United States in 1999 because it was in festivals in 98. So yeah, it came out in the United States January 22nd, 1999. And way down the list, May 21st, 1999 in the UK. So it's not the 25th year, it's only 24. Oh, here we go. So he throws the snowball and it reveals the crashed plane. Swing and a miss. Not bad. It was good. Okay, good. Yes, Jungle All the Way. I nearly did that Jingle All the Way, but I nearly did it. Oh, I did think about doing it with the director, but maybe next year because he did do the Flintstones with me. Yes, Van Damme didn't do a Christmas movie, did he? Sudden Death is the closest, I guess, with ice hockey. But I don't know what time of year it is. Plus, it is a Die Hard ripoff. So yeah, we get to see. I don't know why he'd think the bloke was all right. Like, it's a bit gross. The bodies. Where the hell is Christmas Vacation in the TV schedules? Is it not in there anymore? It's usually always on one of the terrestrial channels, ITV especially at Christmas. Maybe they did it earlier in the month, or they don't have licensing. Because when I looked in the TV guide for what films were on, it used to be pages and pages of films over Christmas, but there was one. Ooh, it's like he's moving, but the eye's been eaten, and then the plane shifts, and the body's revealed. And the crows attack him. But yeah. I don't know how the crows got in there. Maybe it's through the window. I couldn't tell if. But yeah, they have to help him. Haven't seen it. Sure, it was on ITV. But yeah, it was ITV1. Sorry, ITV back when it was just one channel all the time. But especially Christmas. I remember it used to be earlier, but I don't know if they've lost the licensing to streaming now, which it seems to have. Yeah, so this is a BBC film, technically. Looks like it's got 3 production companies. So BBC used to make this, and now they partner with Disney to make Doctor Who. And there we go. So there's the bag of money. What would you do if you found this bag of money, 4 million in cash? Because there's a twist to this film about the bag of money. And I'm trying to think what the death toll in this film is. It's higher than what probably James Bond Last Night was. So at least 5-6 people get killed because of this money. And that doesn't include the pilot. Didn't see Love Actually either. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They're not licensing them out anymore, and streaming are just keeping them for themselves. DVDs, not 4Ks or anything, just DVDs. You would get a lot of you could probably buy every DVD ever with $4 million. But that is the question, isn't it? What happened? Because has anyone seen Red Rock West? John Dahl with Nicolas Cage. He's another character. He comes into town. He has the option to steal money from a petrol station and be on his merry way, or do the right thing and just go into town and get a job. And of course, he does all the right things, and then gets him in a lot of trouble. But there wouldn't be much of a film if he didn't do that. Watch the new Gervais stand-up. Not great, despite him ripping world culture. Well, that's all he's known for now, isn't it? He used to be lots of other stuff, religion and everything, but he's only known for not being woke. Really scratchy snapcase DVDs. Oh, see if you get 5 for £2, I don't know what the maths is on that. Although I'd be spending on VHS, so I can't tell. So spoilers. It's not drug money that's in the bag. It's ransom money. So it's been marked. Some of it's been marked. They didn't have time to mark it. They didn't mark it because it would be found. They didn't have time to count all the serial numbers. So they counted random serial numbers that, if they're used in a bank in America, they could track where they came from. Hey, Cara. Nice to see you. It's a Christmas pudding. Not that I like Christmas pudding. I don't know if anyone outside the UK has Christmas puddings, which is, what is it? Cake with raisins, currants, and etc., which I don't like, and then it's supposed to be icing on the top, but we usually have custard these days. Because I like the caking, I just don't like the currants and raisins. But there we go. You find 4 million in cash. What do you do with it? Now, maybe if they'd listened to the two Hicks, they would have been all right, because they want to just go to town and spend it now. But what they do is they wait to see if anyone claims it after the plane is discovered in the spring. But that's a downfall. Yes, exactly. Of course, he's not playing as a Chet. Was it Chet in Weird Science or in Twisters? That's right, Twister, because which was very big around this time. I think that was 97, was it? Maybe. So yeah, before this, and then he did this. And then he did Frailty with McConaughey. But yeah, he is against type in this. But I saw an interview he was doing for this film, and it had like before they edited it, so it had him in there. You know, it sounded like a really nice guy off camera. Because some of these celebs are probably bastards. He said, "Oh, can I have a bottle of water, please?" And then he's talking about if he keeps doing all these interviews and drinking the water, he's going to be pissing like a racehorse. No worries, Cara. It's supposed to be round. Well, they used to be round, but now they are the shape now if you buy them. They're usually steamed puddings with custard or cream. Hey, take care, Cara. Thanks for joining us for a minute. Surprise Twister never got a sequel. It made a bundle. Well, that's what I said. Twisters. It is getting a sequel, but of course without Bill Paxton. But something's. I heard it's what's her name is returning. The woman is returning, and I think it's supposed to be her and the kids are now storm chasers, and then I guess there's multiple Twisters, even though there was how many 5 or 6 Twisters in the original. So I don't know what it's going to be about. So yeah, instead of driving home, they go to the roadside and count all the money. 4 million in cash. Because this film was not, well, it was a low budget film. And it was a $30 million budget, which I think was caused by the fact it needed to be snowy all the time. Because, yeah, this is not fake snow. And it only made 16 million worldwide. So I think they kept the name. I think they kept the name of Sam Raimi off it a lot because people would be expecting Evil Dead style stuff. So there's none of his flourishes in this film at all, I don't think. It's all very serious, and the camera keeps quite still compared to his other efforts. There's the local sheriff. And then Billy Bob comes along and spoils it by talking. You tell him about the plane? Oh dear. You can tell Big Paxton wants to punch him in the face. But yeah, what's this guy? I remember him from Major League mostly as the old J Boo needs a refill. Darkman was very silly. I will give you that. But back in the day, yeah, I like that one. Like, it is silly as hell. But what's that? What did I say? 33 years now? Bloody hell. But you can see in a lot of Spider-Man in some of that he made 12 years later. But yeah, then it went from, there's 3 Darkman films. The first one's Liam Neeson, and then the other 2 are Arnold Vosloo from The Mummy, which aren't too bad. So yeah, you got these mates of... Oh dear. So you get the usual white trash husband and wife. He's always drinking and carrying a gun. Oh yes, that's Army of Darkness is really silly. But I think, yeah, if you go from Evil Dead to Army of Darkness, then you're going to notice a tone change. Yeah, I was just thinking that because he was making films in the 70s. Because he did do Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which barely features Doctor Strange, but he was born in 1959. So, Mike, do the maths, please. He doesn't do much directing as such anymore. Does a lot of producing. He did Evil Dead Rise, 65, and some other things. Don't Breathe 2, The Unholy, The Grudge remake, Crawl, Don't Breathe 1, Poltergeist remake in the last 10 years. Oh, there you go. So his wife completely changes from as soon as the money is things. Yeah, she wouldn't touch it. It's in the theory, but then it changes. Only 64. There you go. Only. Fonda must have already known Raimi. She has a tiny cameo in one of the Evil Deads as a shop girl. Yes. She's in Army of Darkness. She's the Linda that gets taken in that recap, isn't she? Because, yeah, she's working in the shop at the beginning, and then he takes her to the cabin. But, yeah, she was big in the 90s. I think she was going to be Ally McBeal, but she lost out to that. And then that writer did Lake Placid with her. And then, of course, we mentioned The Assassin and Jackie Brown. And then she quit Hollywood and married Danny Elfman. So I'm trying to think what the last thing I saw her in. 2002. She was in the TV series The Snow Queen as the Snow Queen. And then the Chris Isaacs show, which I didn't know existed, and TV movie after Amy. Kiss of the Dragon was the last big film she did, cinema film, back in 2001. She did, Monkey Bone, Finding Graceland, this is Jackie Brown, a lot of stuff, City Hall, The Road to Wellville, It Could Happen to You, Little Buddha, yeah, single white female, Doc Hollywood, Drop Dead Fred. Oh, she's uncredited in that. Don't remember in that. She's even got a small part in The Godfather Part 3. That's for the 90s. Yeah, she was good in single white female. I think that's got 1 or 2 sequels. Don't know. I know Jay's done the first film. But what was the question? Lake Placid. So yeah, single white female, Lake Placid I saw in the cinema. And Lake Placid is 1999, so after this one. But I've only got Evil Dead, not Army of Darkness. I've only got in a box set. But we got a glimpse of his simple life. He goes to work, he comes home. He's got nothing in between. Except he's got 4 million in cash. And it's sparkling wine they've got instead of champagne. The latest single trans person of color, yes. We don't have couples anymore. Gen Z don't like to see romance or families, couples, same color people, same or a white couple. She was good in Kiss the Dragon, but it was a bit of a thankless role. Yeah, it's like one of those be dragged around while a lot of fights happened. Yeah, this is where she turned, so she couldn't sleep, so she's been planning everything in her head. No one would walk away from that much money. So put some back so that when they find the plane, they won't suspect because the police will have the money, and then I'm not quite sure about it because she just takes a very dark turn with her character. But yeah, she sort of becomes the mastermind in the background. But yeah, then as we go along, we find out a lot of dark history with their family. Because Bill Paxton's character went off to college while his dad ran the farm, even though his dad wasn't much of a farmer, apparently. And doesn't even mention if Billy Bob stayed behind and helped. Because once Billy Bob's idea is to rebuild the family farm, staying in the area, but the whole point of the plan is that all three of them leave town with the money. Right, where are we? So, yeah, we saw Billy Bob shows some intelligence and planning here, where he says you should have a flat tire if you're going to pretend to have a flat tire. Don't think so. I have nothing planned on Friday. Oh yes, you and Dave no, yeah, Dave and you are streaming, aren't you? On your, if you don't move the time. Pop quiz. What do you call a group of crows? And it's not a group. I'm not sure this is what they're hinting at, but yeah. So here we go. Back in the plane. I'm trying to think, where was this filmed? In Minnesota, Delano. Minnesota. Some in Wisconsin. Yeah. Not that I know where any of those are. A murder. See, Michael Myers, of course, knows what a murder is. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is where the plan breaks down. The old farmer is speaking to Billy Bob. Uh-oh. Now he's giving a full story on what they're doing. But the farmer only cares about the fox. But the farmer's talking too much. I've never seen Sling Blade with Billy Bob. I know that's what made him famous. And how he's special needs with a talking disability. Oh, yeah, there we go. Don't wave. It's about to turn bad. Don't do anything stupid, and then clops him on with, with the tire iron. There you go. But yeah, I remember Sling Blade being everywhere and talked about, but I never saw it. Maybe I should. One reason I know there is a crappy thriller once I called A Murder of Crows. I think poor Cuba Gooding Jr. What did I see? I saw him in. He's in Coming to America. He's the young kid that's having a haircut before Eddie Murphy gets his cut. And then he did a few. No one. Just me. And Michael Myers. And Dr. Impossible. And Mike, the real Fifth Beatle. Why are you in sleep? Yeah, I thought so. yeah. I think, was it Cuba Gooding Jr.? Was it Jerry Maguire was his big breakout? Yeah, and then he was doing Boat Trip or something. Did a lot of bad things after that. And then, yeah, so now what to do with this body? Spoilers, he's not dead yet. But yeah, I remember Murder of Crows. I think it was an episode of Inspector Morse where he was doing a crossword puzzle. I think that's where I learnt it. He's not interested in any movies, even especially slasher movies. He was this close to watching Five Nights at Freddy's because he was a fan of the videos on YouTube of people playing it. But then he lost interest when he learned it was over 90 minutes. Well, over 5 minutes. Doesn't like Star Wars, doesn't like Marvel, doesn't like anything. He's seen Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Monster Squad, stuff like that, but no interest. Boys in the Hood, yes. Yeah, he's good when he does serious stuff. Oh, yeah, he's still alive. So now what's Bill Paxton going to do with him? His brother will go to jail, or he'll have to kill him. Doesn't like Marvel. Yeah, that's even modern Marvel. Old Marvel he doesn't like. Did I have one? I had Batman Returns on over Christmas. No interest. Likes his YouTube videos. Get the police on this poor old man. Look at him. Bill Paxton's the look. You said, "Yep, I got to kill this guy." It's the old man's fault for not shutting up, I think. Yeah. The old hand over the mouth and close the nose. You again. Come here.
What do you want? What do you want?
Why I order? Simpsons joke. Playing down under. Good day to you, sir. Oh, good Thursday. I'm trying to work out the days. I keep thinking it's Monday. Hang on. Why I order? This house is clean. Yeah, I would never have guessed this film was Raimi in any shape or form. So when I went in blind when I saw it in the cinema, I think because I knew who Raimi was, I knew who the cast was, but it wasn't the film I was expecting. So we got First Death. Don't watch this movie unless you with me. Watch it on. Look at that. It's on streaming services. I think most of it's free. I don't know about in Down Under, but it's called A Simple Plan by Sam Raimi, directed by Sam Raimi, with Billy Bob Thornton, Bridget Fonda, and Bill Paxton. And it's all serious. There you go. And then Billy Bob's getting tough. But then, yeah, Paxton has to admit he just killed the farmer. When after Billy Bob thought he was dead. Yes, Poltergeist, Toby Hooper, or then, yeah. Why is it all the good films are out of reach? Got Shocker here. Does that count? But you have to move my shelves because all the good horror films are on the top shelf. Oh no, right in front of me. There it is. Yes. Who directed this? It says Toby Hooper. Because Spielberg was directing E.T. at the time. Thank you. But yeah, and then they fake a snowmobile accident on this poor old farmer. Good old Snow. Clears all the paths. And then she's quizzing him, was there any blood? And then the news report. I guess it's local news. That guy going off the bridge. Yeah, I wish you hadn't told Jacob. Yeah, she has a big speech later on about how he's having a miserable life. He just works at the feed plant, feed shop, just as he's not even a manager. He's waiting. She says he's waiting for the manager to die so she can have a raise. She works at the library, so that's not going to be well paid. And then they don't have much money to make ends meet. Oh, they have money to go out once a month, I think it is, for a meal, but they have to have no drinks and come home for pudding. Oh, there's the bell. So this guy is actually Bill Paxton's father, who's in the shop complaining about a 5-week month of Wednesdays. And Bill Paxton didn't know he was in it until he saw the cast list or filming for that day or whatever it was. But yeah, I think his father wrote to Sam Raimi saying, one day I'd like to be in one of your films. So which better one to be in? Ooh. There's the Vanessa Angel. Just popped up on my feed. Maybe if you follow her on Instagram, it's a good fun. Might see her on my channel in the new year, hopefully. Did get a response from a manager, but then of course Christmas gets in the way. But Mr. Paxton Sr. was in. I didn't know he was an actor, but nepotism is frowned upon these days, apparently. So there's not much of a cast in this. There's mostly passed away in 2011. He's in Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 1 as Houseman. Oh, he's the butler in Spider-Man films. Bruce Willis's Last Man Standing. He's in all of. He's in Frailty, which Paxton directed. Barbed Wire, Psycho Cop Returns, and Brain Dead. So now back at the family farm. Now gonna do that up. Thornton did a decent TV series I watched called Goliath on Prime. Solid performance and great plot twists. Then Goliath came to an end after a short run. It's always the good ones, isn't it? I don't know Goliath. When was that? Let me look it up. Must have been Chili on the Spy set. Yeah, she still looks good, even now if you see her Instagram. Yeah, where's Billy Bob been? He did Bad Santa 2. Was this around this time on this film? I think he was with Angelina Jolie, was he? Known for Sling Blade in 1960. Of course, he was in Armageddon. The Man Who Wasn't There for the Coen brothers, who Monsters Ball. So yeah, the Coen brothers. Apparently, Sam Raimi learned a lot from them for all this snow scene because they'd made Fargo. Yeah, Fargo's 96. The Grey Man. I saw that. Oh, there's Goliath. So it's recent. 32 episodes. That's not bad for 5 years. A disgraced lawyer, now an ambulance chaser, gets a chance that could bring him redemption or at least revenge on the firm which expelled him. Nice. Check that out. So who else is in that? Not many people. I know. William Hurt's in it. 14 episodes. Nice. Have to check it out. Mario Bello. Oh, there we go. Even the Poltergeist art isn't great. Yes. I don't know if. I think it's in the next video. Is the VHS chart show has the American box set, which is the girl on the telly, which is the famous artwork, and then the UK gets that shit. Sam Raimi, I know him from the Spider-Man films. Yeah, he did the Spider-Man trilogy, the Evil Dead trilogy, Darkman. Has a very kinetic style normally, apart from this film. But yeah, you can't stay here and do up the farm, you idiot. People would know what happened. Deadly ground for yes, he's in the deadly ground for 2 seconds. Blinking, you'll miss him. I only found out about that once when we did the watch party for that. Well, when I watched it, I saw him in the credits because yeah, he's a lot fatter in that one, but he's the one making lots of jokes that gets taken out very easily. Oh yeah, here's her. So she's spending her day doing research. So yes, so it was a kidnapping that went wrong. The kidnappee died, and the 2 blokes got away with it. Yeah, and they killed 6 people to kidnap her. There we go. Sweat my ass off on this hat. I'm sure it's worth it. Oh, it's not stealing anymore. No one's going to benefit from getting the money back. It's good it's not drugs money. Unmarked bills. It says that in the paper, but can you trust it? Poltergeist 2 art is even worse, with a girl on a typhoon surrounded by blackness. Yes. They're back. I've only got the first one on VHS, which is a shame. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, that one, unless you really know the films quite well. Right, so is there after this moonshot? Oh yeah, there it is. So his cut is on the wrong side after this, when he wakes up here. I don't know if it's, yeah. I don't know if it's a continuity error or the image is flipped. Yeah, when he wakes up, it's back on the correct side. War films. Or films with war or something like that. January. And then what is it? February. I have to change that to February. No, it doesn't work. 90% of heat comes out of the head. There you go. That's why I shouldn't be wearing a woolly hat indoors. Oh dear. Now, who is this actor? I forgot to look him up. He is Brent Briscoe. I'm guessing he played. Unfortunately, he's passed away too. He is known for this: Mulholland Drive, The Green Mile, and Sling Blade. Makes sense. So he's in the season 3 of Twin Peaks. He's also got one episode in Goliath as Beach Bum. He's in Zombievers. Dave Zombie's Savage Review's favorite film. Of course, he's in Dark Knight Rises. That's where I recognize him as veteran cop. And plays homeless men a lot. He's in Mr. Woodcock with Billy Bob. A lot of TV work. He's in Spider-Man 2. And yes, one of those character actors that appears in everything. He's in U-Turn as well. Started in Knots Landing. I almost expected that to happen because they haven't checked the packs. Yeah, even though I've seen this a good few times, like last night, I haven't seen it for a while. Last night I was watching, I thought they're going through them each money and flipping it. I thought, oh no, does one of them go off? Well, what did I? No, I didn't take a picture. There's non-war films as well. Hang on. There's other choices, of course, because no one likes war films. They're bad for you. I'm trying to think if I took a picture of anything that I'm going to be doing. I did, but I can't. No, that's Christmas. Bollocks. I'll have to send you a list because I can't remember. I took a picture of a stack of tapes and films I was going to do. I think Biggles was one of them. Actually, I might start. Actually, that's more of a war film, isn't it? Here's the picture. Got everything but, and not the website. I'll have to be in touch, my soul. There was a picture of what I was going to do, but I can't find it. Oh, hang on, here we go. Tomb Raider, Romy and Michelle's High School Reunion, Stone Cold, Disorganized Crime, Lethal Weapon 3. Yeah, that's the only ones. Otherwise, there's Zulu, Saving Private Ryan, We Were Soldiers, The Wild Geese, U571, Three Kings, Sniper, Red Scorpion, Hearts War, Hot Shots 2, Top Secret, Kelly's Heroes. So far. And yes, Rutger Hauer month is April, I guess. We're running out of months already. I need to find all the tapes first, what I've got of his. Can't find my Wedlock or my Split Second tape. But luckily, I think there's a double tape, so cheap to replace. Be right back. No worries. February. Yeah. You calling all those strong, independent women whores. So yeah, the guy wants some money, of course he does. So the baby is born. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was going to say, that's not her. He walks into the wrong room because up there and behind. Of course, he's got the cut to ribbon for his shaving. But if you can think of any films, Mike, let me know. Because I think Dave and Jim are doing Freddy's Dead in 3D. If Jim buys the glasses. Or we could do some horror. Oh. But oh dear. There's a lot of stuff that Bill Paxton doesn't know about, stuff from his past. Apparently the dad went broke paying for his college tuition, and then, of course, apparently the father committed suicide to catch in on that, had to fake it as a car crash to get the money for the family. No, I haven't. I wish I had. I haven't. I've probably seen it around, but never twigged to pick it up. Yes. Yes, apparently he wrote it as a screenplay first, then decided to turn it into a book, and then sold it as a screenplay, isn't it? I don't know. It's on the other pitch I got. It tells you, yeah, based on the New York Times bestseller. So he did quite well out of this. And then he wrote the screenplay for the film, so because he already had it done. Now, what's that symbol on my tape for? Does anyone know? And yeah, this is where she's just had the baby, and now she's coming up with plans like get the other guy to confess to killing on tape by pretending. Yeah, there's one jump scare there where the camera zips up to a twitching curtain because it's been closed next door, and then comes back to them. I think that's the only bit of Raimi in it. So yeah, get him. He's going full on nutter thing. Yeah, get him play a game and then get him to confess on how he would have killed, how he pretended to be you to killing the guy, and then keep on tape, and then you can use it to blackmail him into stop bothering you, stop asking for the money. So when did she meet Danny Elfman? I think, are they living in the UK? I can't remember now. So yeah, her grandfather's Henry Fonda. She's married Danny Elfman, yeah, since 2003. She was born in 1964, and they've got one child, Oliver Henry Milton Elfman. Her godfather was Larry Hagman, JR from Dallas. And then he has to persuade his brother now to go along with the plan to get his best friend to fake a recording. But then Bill Paxton tells him he can buy the house. He can buy the family house with the money and then do it up. He'll allow it now. So Bill Paxton is known for Aliens, Frailty, Apollo 13, Twister. Unfortunately, what was it? The remake of Training Day as a TV show was his last thing. And yeah, then he did one season. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. Of course, it was completely different to the film, as far as I remember. But before that, yeah, he was in Edge of Tomorrow as a small part. Of course, we miss you. I should have paused the film until you got back. But welcome back. I hope. Are you at work? What time is it there? Or are you off getting ready for work? But yeah, he was in Two Guns, The Colony, Titanic, of course. Big Love. Did anyone ever watch Big Love with him in? What is it about? A guy with 3 wives, isn't it? A Utah polygamist. Yeah, I never watched it because it's more drama than anything. But what is it? One of his wives is Jean Triplehorn from Basic Instinct, among other things, and Chloe Sevigny is in it. His other wife is Jennifer Goodwin. I don't know her, and doesn't say who the other ones are. But here we go. A rotary phone. That's how far back this is going. No worries. Nice to have you back. Oh. He's wearing really odd fitting clothes. Oh, it's a long story. No worries. Yes, that's it. John Dahl. I was talking about him with Red Rock West earlier. So this would definitely be his sort of thing, wouldn't it? I'm trying to think of, because was it Bill Paxton and Billy Bob were in? Damn, what's it called? Bloody mind's running blank. I love those films. Yes, they are good, aren't they? Memories. It's not John Dahl, is it? It's the actor. It's with a D. Let's put Red Rock West. Someone will get there before me anyway. Oh, here we go. So yeah, they're all friendly, having dinner. John Dahl. That's it. Dahl. I can't spell. Kill Me Again. The Last Seduction. Rounders. Red Rock West. Still doing TV shows, as all 90s directors seem to be doing now. Yeah, even did Iron Fist. Hannibal. Dexter. 16 episodes of Dexter. Arrow. Yeah, True Blood. Breaking Bad. Once a TV movie. Yeah, they all seem to 90s directors end up doing TV shows and TV movies. I did Joyride, or as we know it wrong. No, what's it called? Fuck's sake, forgotten already. Last Seduction, Red Rock Wreck, Kill Me Again. Not what I was thinking of then. It's not the same director as. Oh yeah, so there we go. This is where he finds out the family couldn't cope with his college fees. They're coming. Because yeah, we're only halfway through. Plenty of time for people to come back as zombies. Right. I'm trying to think of that film. No one knows it. Billy Bob. He's in Indecent Proposal. One False Move. That's the one I'm trying to think of. It's not John Darlin. It is Carl Franklin. That's the one. So yeah, Billy Bob and Billy Paxton. That's another good film. A small-town police chief waits the arrival of a gang of killers. That's one I saw in the cinema. Yeah, so this is find out that their father took that road 8,000 times at least. He would not make a mistake on the road and have a crash. And Billy Bob wrote that film. So, One False Move, Out of Time with Denzel Washington, Devil in a Blue Dress with Denzel. That's another good one. And he directed one episode of Dharma, 2 episodes of Alf, Hill Street Blues. Oh, this is before he was famous. TV movie, Still Magnolias. Oh, that's as an actor. Sorry. Right, come back. So, Out of Time with Denzel, High Crimes, Devil in a Blue Dress. That's a good LA detective thriller from the 40s, I think. Set in the 40s, I should say. One False Move. Nowhere to Run, but not the Van Damme one. I wonder if that blood banned Simple Plan. Yes, I was Googling Simple Plan a lot today, and their name came up a lot, so I had to adjust my searches accordingly. But I did not. I'm assuming they did. Because there's a few bands that take their names from films, isn't there? But it wasn't in the trivia. There was one of these films that's fondly remembered, but there's not much about the making of, or even goofs or anything. Apparently, there was a scene filmed with Billy Bob Thornton, and I just realised now there's 2 Bills, but was lost by an airline in '98, so they had to refilm it. But it was all right because they were insured. So I think that comes up in the end. But yeah, there is bar scene. The bar. This bar, I guess, is an old bar that was changed into a private residence. Yeah, all the plots were local stuff. Oh, damn. A member of ZZ Top is in this, but you wouldn't notice him. He's in a funeral scene, but I did not see a funeral scene. I saw a funeral procession. And apparently the story is a reworking of Chaucer's Pardoner's Tale. It was originally intended to be produced by Savoy Pictures, went into pre-production, but they went out of business. So there was also Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis were attached to star as the couple, but then the film was scheduling conflicts. Yeah, Jacob is big and overweight in the novel, and Billy Bob Thornton is lanky, it says. Here we go. So now we get the killings are about to start again. Borman jumped ship on the film for the General about Irish mobster Martin Kyle. I didn't think Borman could have done a better job than Raimi, though. Yes. I remember I was a big fan of the Mosquito Coast back in the day as a child. Somehow I used to watch that lots. I seem to watch Blade Runner, Empire Strikes Back, Mosquito Coast, and Witness a lot. So I think I had a thing for 80s Harrison Ford. But yeah, did John Borman ever recover from Exorcist 2? Lanky, yes. He's tall and skinny, so I think that's lanky's the technical term. John Borman is still with us. Born in 1933, so he's 90. I don't think I'll be asking him on them. Has he just directed a new film? No, that's just an advert. Queen and Country in 2014, he was a producer. So look. No, I want director, not. There you go, director. Oh, yeah, I was director as well on Queen and Country in 2014. Bloody hell. Oh, and a short called Two Nudes Bathing. Of course, the last big film he did was The Tailor of Panama with Pierce Brosnan. And there's The General in 1998. 7.2, it says. I don't know if I've seen that. But yeah, I remember Hope and Glory being a very big film when it came out. Emerald Forest as well. Excalibur. Exodus 2. Zardoz. Deliverance. Oh, he didn't do. Who did Mosquito Coast? Going crazy. Oh, Pushing Tin. Yeah. There you go with John Cusack. Too many films I haven't seen, not enough hours in the day. End up watching stuff I know and enjoy. Yes, I am the same. Occasionally, I am trying to do better. 90, I haven't reviewed older. David Worth is not that older. He's 80s, probably. Decent film rounders. Is it? I don't know if I've ever seen it. It keeps reminding me of the school baseball-like game rounders. Not what they're going for. So yeah, here they are. They're doing impressions of Bill Paxton. So yeah, that does show that Billy Bob's character does have a lot of actual intelligence. He just doesn't use it. Oh, Pushing Tin. There were boobs in that. Where's Bob Bacall? You must have that. Whose boobs was it? Was it Angelina Jolie's? Who was the Mosquito Coast then? It was Peter Weir, of course it was. Bloody hell. I did a video on that. I always mix those two up. Don't know my Bill Paxton's acting here just for trying to keep calm and looking bloody annoyed. Uh-oh.
What are you talking about? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna crawl into Carl's office like I want
Yeah, this is the film gets quite tense because Bill Paxton doesn't know his brother's just pretending, and now he's getting into play acting. But then it kicks off with violence in a minute. Of course it does. When you're dealing with drunks with guns. Hey, Professor. Greetings and salutations. Hang on, Professor. Did I miss you off my... thank you video? I can't remember. Sorry if I did, but thank you for joining us tonight and every other time. And hope to see a lot more of you in the new year. Well, there you go. So now he does a full-on interpretation.
He didn't die in an accident.
What are you talking about?
No, I killed him.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Professor. For sending you hearts and flowers. I went through every stupid list I made. I'll rip it up. Put you on top of the list next time. But thanks for stopping by, even though I didn't mention you. It's probably a lot more. I didn't mention Anthony either. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh dear. You taking this? It's going to kick off. Billy Bob looking at the floor like a naughty schoolboy.
I mean, it's obvious. I'm just kidding around on there, isn't it, Jay?
Why would anybody believe it? I mean,
Oh dear. What are they? They're drinking beers. They got a big sausage on the table, cutting that up. A 40-year unemployed who's proud when the people call him town drunk. Or me, I've got a job. I don't get drunk and then scream obscenities at my wife in public. Oof. Oh dear. See, Lone Star's getting a Criterion release in the UK. Another slow burner. Christopherson. Yes. John Sayles, Star Wars script. Yes, I remember that. Because it's is that McConaughey as the son? And then there's flashbacks to that. Or am I thinking of something else? Hey, there's Matt. Hey. Not seen it in years. Is anyone as underrated as Paxton? Indeed, yes. We were discussing that with this and Frailty. But he's no more for Twister and Aliens, unfortunately. You know, he's pretty good at Aliens. If you can steal the show from Aliens, then you can do that. I still cannot figure if we'll... However, the blue hella girl like freaking Billy Bob scored Angelina Jolie. Yes, because he's a lot older than her, I guess, because she was in her 20s, late 20s in the 90s. Uh-oh. Now he's going to get his gun. Let's leave. Yep, there he comes. I was expecting to fall over on it, but then this is where it gets very dark. Of all the things I forgot to look for, it's not mentioned in the trivia, but thanks for that. I will. Even what's it? It's even in. They say it's in Quick and the Dead, but Oldsmobile. Oh, it's gonna go wrong. So put it down. Put it down. No, it did. Oh, it's in the Western. Yeah, the car does definitely feature in this film. Oh dear. What's going to happen? It's in The Evil Dead, Crime Wave, and then his friend or his brother. Decisions. That's a hell of a shock. Everyone gets splattered. It's in Darkman, Army of Darkness. A Simple Plan. Yeah, there it is. It's just parked on the street, covered in snow. That's where it is. Oh dear. And then he's got to try and calm her down. Maybe she saw him in U-turn and thought, "Ooh, they want me some of that," or Sling Blade, perhaps, or I guess Bad Santa was after it. But yeah, that's one of those couples you don't know how that happened. Same with that young SNL guy that was doing Beckinsale. Oh, look, now she gets the bloody gun. But it's just so then she buggers off to get the other gun. And he's trying to cover it up. You can have his share. You fucking think I just like money? She goes for the gun. Goes for the shotgun. Yeah, there we go. She starts shooting at him, and then he just fires back, and she goes fucking flying. And then they have to make it look like it's a scene. They shot each other. Oh dear. Yes, The Gift as well. The Gift. It's not a. I know it's a bit of a. Not much happens. I'm going to say a slow burn, but it's. He made it after this, but what's it got? Is it Keanu Reeves as a bad guy? And then who killed? Oh, that's when you see someone's tits, isn't it? What's her face from? I can't even think of it. Dawson's Creek, and then that's what the film is more famous for than anything. Raimi said it's in Quicker Than, but he put it in a cabin around it. Strange but true. Yeah, exactly. Because there's other rumors that he turned it into a stagecoach, but then, of course that wouldn't look right either. Yeah, it's in Spider-Man for a split second during the chase. Yeah, bizarre match like Corey Haim and Posh Spice. Yeah, I never knew about that until recently. I didn't read Heat magazine. Oh yeah, they're both. Oh dear. So what do we got? The farmer's dead. One of the sharers is dead, and his wife is dead. It's always the brothers protecting each other. So the first time the farmer dies to protect Billy Bob, and then Billy Bob's mate dies to protect him against Bill Paxton. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen the camera move in this film yet, apart from that one shot where the curtain twitches and it's like a little jump scare. Everything's at a distance. Where's Jacob now? Well, yes, if Billy Bob can get Angelina Jolie and Corey Haim can get Posh Spice, I don't know what they have in common. And the guy from SNL who can get. Who was he with? It wasn't just Beckinsale, it was other women as well, wasn't it? Let's hope for all the guys. Going back to another live you did, thoughts on the new Doctor Who. Not sold on the PC mouse design of the Sonic screwdriver. I have not seen any Doctor Who. I know I never really. I watched a few of the Eccleston when it came back, and some of the Tennant, some of the Matt Smith, and then that was about it. I never got back into it. I always preferred the older ones, but I never watched those either. So Michelle Williams as well, is it? Okay, that's you. I can't tell if sometimes she's just very attractive, sometimes not less so, but she seems very nice. One of those actresses that have worked very hard for where she's got to. Because, like, what's it? Rachel Zegler has done 3 films. And it's right up her own ass. Right, here we go. Now, of course, Billy Bob's story contradicts Bill Paxton, so he has to tap dance around it. Ugh. But then it all goes wrong at the end. Yeah. I had to watch some old Simpsons to cheer myself up after watching this the other night. Because, yeah, the sheriff gets it in the end. Gary Cole gets it. Not that he's missing me. No, he's only in it for 5 minutes and very menacing. And then Billy Bob gets shot by his own brother. And then after all that, they can't even use the money because it's marked. But people have said that they could. It's only marked in America, so they could go and spend it in South America if they wanted to, but he just burns the lot. Yeah, I think back then, if you went into a bank, there'd be cameras and everything, so they'd soon track you down. Here we are. Here's the funeral. So, let's see. ZZ Top Man is, if he's here, is in the background and behind the white display. It says. I'm not sure if it's the ZZ Top Man with the beard though. No, that was it. I did not see him. Let me rewind. Not fade away. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks of Bill Paxton. Or being killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an alien. Right. Yes, they could have come to Mexico. That would have been okay. Obviously, Professor Macabre knows he'll launder the money. Right, hang on. Let me have another look at this. There is no person with a white display. Maybe it's another funeral. It's just the second or third. So poor Billy Bob's lost his best friend. I think I'm still getting over seeing Frailty at the cinema. Paxton certainly did for striking a very unnerving film with a dark heart. Yes, I saw it at the cinema. I don't know if I've seen it again since. Maybe on VHS back in the day, but it's not a thing to go, oh, I'll watch Frailty. That'll be a fun time. I think I got some of the small posters from the cinema Frailty upstairs in the loft, among others. But yeah, it would have been hard to go on the run with the baby and such. But of course, I have mentioned Near Dark. Thank you, Professor. Yeah, Severin. That's another one. That was just after Aliens, wasn't it? Yeah, he's batshit crazy in that. And then, yeah, Weird Science. Now, what was that early horror film he did before Aliens, before Commando? I know he's got a small part in Commando as well as Terminator. There was a sort of slasher film, wasn't there, with him in? Let's have a look. So, yeah, it's been 6 years since he passed away. I didn't go far enough back when I looked at his stuff. Of course, he's in Titanic. He's in Brain Dead. I did not know that. Next of Kin, with Slipstream, Near Dark, The Hitchhiker, Miami Vice, Aliens, Commando, Weird Science, Terminator, Impulse, Streets of Fire. I forgot about that. It's not Deadly Lessons. Mortuary, there he is. Oh, he's in Stripes as well. And Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. So yeah, there we go. A couple of horrors. Oh yeah, kid's got a big bed. Everyone seems to say that about Bill. At best, Arnie pushes him into the fence in Terminator, which can't be too fatal. Yeah, it's a Terminator. Of course, he's going to kill him. There you go. I've seen the early slasher. Nightmare Maker. Yes, I think it's called Nightmare Maker here, but I think it's called Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker in the US. If I'm probably wrong, but yeah, an orphan teenager finds himself being dominated by an aunt who's hell bent on keeping him with her at all costs. But I think it's Mortuary I was thinking of. There's the other one, but also known as Night Warning. Oh, there you go. Australia, Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. Canada, Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. United Kingdom, The Evil Protege. Oh, so I was way off. So yeah, I feel evil. Poor bastard. Shooting his mate. Right, I think it's Mortuary I was thinking of. Convinced that her father's death was not accidental, beautiful girl decides to investigate to find out the truth, aided by her boyfriend, where they end up in the mortuary. But yeah, I think Bill Paxton's the weirdo working at the mortuary, and I always confuse that with mausoleum. See, always bringing good stuff to shows, and you forgot about me. Oh no, oh Professor, I shall drown my sorrows in booze. You'll be all right. But yeah, Kraken, you'll be all right with your mixers. Nightmare Maker, thought it was. His very own video nasty, but he's barely in it. That's true. He's not the teenager. He's kind of an asshole school jock in it. There you go. Is that Nightmare Maker? Yeah, I've seen Mortuary. He's got a big role in that one. That's the one I was thinking of. Yes, he's a lot more quieter, like nervous guy. Oh dear, what's going on, Jesus, Jacob? Now what's he telling him? Every scene that they're on their own, they have. Oh, he get the sad story that a girl was bet money that she wouldn't go out with him for a month. Yeah, it says it wasn't that bad. We did hold hands once, and we did talk a lot. Jesus Christ. I'll give Paxton credit for being in Martin Campbell's chiller drama Vertical Limits. It's a guilty pleasure, but Campbell never fails with action set pieces. It's true. I can't remember. Does he make it all the way through that one, or is he the dad at the beginning? Or am I thinking of something else? But yeah, so he's never had a proper girlfriend. He's got just as soon as these two are alone together, he tells him a story that breaks Bill Paxton's heart. Oh dear, I don't know who that is. Zombie Jositos? She's going to hold a grudge now. I don't know who she is. Fun fact, Rick has a copy of Nightmare Maker and in the Video Nasty episode, if you look close. I'll have to check the Blu-ray of that, so see how it comes out. Oh, of course, we're doing the young ones this month. Oh, next month in the 80s TV retrospective, which is, what is it, 42 years old now? It's a Video Nasty. We're going to get on to young ones quotes now. Never seen Vertigo, but every time it's on TV, it's the same scene of the dad falling to his death. I can't remember that's the bit I remember most of, and then of course it happens again later where the same situation set up. He saves his sister, doesn't he? Spoilers, anyway. But yeah, I think Vertical Limit looks more fake than Cliffhanger. I know there's lots of sets and stuff in Cliffhanger, but they look more real. What's my vintage? This is just the Bacardi and Diet Coke, because it's hard to get real Coke these days. So I'll mention it in the Die Hard in February, but there's that scene where Ellis is brought into the room with Hans, hey booby, and then when he's talking to John McClane on the radio, one of the terrorists or thieves brings him a Coke. And then everyone's saying that's a joke about he asked for Coke, not a Coke, because he's also cleaning his nose out at the beginning of the film. The dad was the Lethal Weapon 3 baddie again. Ah, see? Ah, he doesn't have much luck. So that's Lethal Weapon 3. That's Vertical Limit, and was it No Escape? He didn't survive. Which came first, Vertical or Cliffhanger? Because Cliffhanger looks the best. Cliffhanger was 93, wasn't it? And I think Vertical Limit was later. Yes. Oh, 2000. Quite a lot later. Where a climber must rescue his sister on the peak of K2, the second highest mountain in the world. So yeah, now we get to this. Oh, it's Scott Glenn as the... And yeah, Bill Paxton, Chris O'Donnell. Yeah, I thought Robin Tunney was in it. Stuart Wilson, the bad guy. The dad. Tamora Wilson. I can remember his name. But yeah, it's a pretty entertaining film. It won't stay with you apart from the dad getting killed. There we go. Thumbs up. Cliffhanger all day long, yes. I never saw Vertical Limit in the cinema. I saw Cliffhanger in the cinema. But that's now, or was, 30 years. Gets impaled in No Escape. He dies more often than Gary Busey. He's not up to Sean Bean and Sean Pertwee levels yet. So here we go. Here's Gary Cole. He's always great. I do love it when he does comedies like Talladega Nights and Brady Bunch and stuff like that. And of course, Office Space. But he also plays a very nasty bastard sometimes in this. And almost typed Gary Coleman in then. It's a different set of films. So what's here? Talladega Nights, Dodgeball, 1 hour photo, and Office Space. What's he up to these days? He's doing voiceovers these days. Oh, he's in NCIS, apparently. I'm trying to think of the other series. There was a TV show he did back in the 90s. He's done, bloody hell, a lot of work. Scrolling pages, and he's still in 2000s. Right, here we go. To Live and Die. I was uncredited in Live and Die in LA. Midnight Caller. That was a good show. That's what was mentioned earlier. He's in the Line of Fire, but it's only a small part. Brady Bunch 1 and 2. That was 96. American Gothic. Very short-lived TV show, but I think he was an evil character in that. Cliffhanger came first, but Vertical Limit is better to Playing Down Under. There you go. Yeah, differences of opinions tonight. Really? Damn, in my mind, I was thinking it was about 3 years later, so I'm with Professor on this one. I think he was the baddie in Turtles 3. Oh, Stuart, not Gary Cole, surely. I didn't see that anywhere. Oh, here we go. What's she doing? Oh, I forgot what she's doing. Oh, yeah, she's getting the very bad photo in the paper where he's got a beard and a big hair. You still can't tell it's Gary Cole. Yeah, there you go. That's right. 2000. It's Different Strokes. Yes. It's Gary Coleman because he was in an episode of Married to Children I watched this week. Gary. Let's remake Different Strokes. Oh, Gary Coleman passed away in 2010, unfortunately. Different Strokes. Oh, he's in Dirty Work. See, I remember On the Right Track, which is a film from 1981. I remember a TV movie where he was a shoeshine kid in a bus station that could see winners of horse races. So here we are. She's coming up with more plans that she's going to phone the FBI agency, and if his name doesn't come up, then she will ring the sheriff's office to say the baby's sick. Oh dear. Saw Turtles 3 in the cinema. Have had PTSD ever since. I only saw the first one in the cinema, luckily, because seeing Vanilla Ice on the big screen would have given me PTSD. Because was it Jack Hill that said, that stuntman I interviewed, that said he doesn't remember being in ice, the ice, what's it? Cool as ice. I think, anyway. Campbell cuts teeth as a director in Bergerac back in 1981. Nice little car chase through Jersey Town Centre. All the hallmarks of golden ones in Petersburg. Well, you have to start somewhere. Good old Bergerac. I was more of a shoestring kind of guy because it was more closer to me. Mike. Yeah. Turtles 3 wasn't that bad. Had a wet April scene. Oh, no. Because isn't that the one where they go back in time? So that was good. Also compared to the Coming Out of the Shells or We Wish You a Turtles Christmas. So, yeah, I've seen clips of that. I haven't seen Coming Out of their Shells. Was that another singing one they did? Oh, getting the TV glare. You can just see that Leonard Paxton's hair floating about. Yeah, I don't know why. It seems to be quite a bright film, this one. Hang on, focus. Hello. Heading for the end. I have to turn the light off, see if that makes it better. No, it made it worse. Focus. Right, maybe a little light. Not straight at it. Nope. It's only picking up the brightness today, isn't it? It must have been about the April showers. I'm sure you can watch, which is it, 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles or whatever it is. I'm sure there's plenty of fan art of April O'Neil you can watch, because the one in the new animated film is not bursting out of her top in the right places. All right, here we go. So, would he use a real FBI agent's name? So what is it? It's homemade breakfast treats. Now, I'm sure he said they were deep-fried donuts. Deep-fried dietic donuts. So how does that work? Because they look solid. Because proper donuts are deep-fried anyway, aren't they? I used to have one of those machines that did the mini donuts, but it wasn't the same because they weren't deep-fried like you get at the old fairgrounds. He's asking about the FBI badge and the sheriff's having none of it. Cooler Vice. I think actually some good people worked on that, didn't they? Was it Drop the Zero and Get with the Hero? A rapper. It's only got 2.9 on IMDb. A rapper gets stuck in a small town and falls for a local girl whose family is in witness protection. I did not know that. I've only seen the trailer. Oh yeah, he's doing exercise dance moves in the desert. So David Kellogg did the directing. Naomi Campbell's in it. I'm sure there's someone. Michael Gross. Jack McNee again. He's in everything. But yeah. Why did we not get a sequel? David Kellogg. Inspector Gadget, he did. Cool as Ice. Playboy Farmer's Daughters. So the director of Cool of Ice, Inspector Gadget, and yeah, Playboy. Does videos and shorts now. Hilary Duff's shorts. Oh, there we go. So yeah, she phones up with a way for him to get out, saying the baby's sick, but then Bill Paxton, being the good lad he is, Just trying to stay and help. The pancake, yes. Pancakes and Fago. Damn, I'm getting hungry again. Oh, Garbage Pail Kids. Yes, I've only seen that film twice. And it was a struggle to get through the second time when I was more of a grown-up. Oh, dear. Everything okay? Adam Clayton dated her. Hang on, who was this? Oh, April. Was it? What's the worst singer-centered movie? Cool as Ice or Crossroads? I knew Crossroads was going to be mentioned when you said worst singer. I've never seen either film, but I think I'd have more struggle watching Crossroads with Britney Spears. Although, is it Glitter with Mariah Carey? I've never seen that either because that looks quite awful too. Michael Gross is something something that doesn't feature graboids. No way. Yes. What's he done? 7 films of graboids now? Because he's another one that was getting on by the last one. And he's also someone that appeared in lots of things. I'm trying to think of something non-graboids apart from Family Ties. He was born in 1947. 172 episodes of Family Ties. Tremors since 1990. He was doing Christmas films. A Ring for Christmas. Noel. Christmas Reservations. Sister of the Bride. Christmas Pen Pals. Let's have a look. He's still doing a lot of TV shows. I'm trying to think. Becoming Santa TV movie. Christmas at Rosemont. Tremors 5. Oh, here we go. So, yeah. Bill Paxton couldn't find any bullets, so he just took a load from the drawer, so they're all not fitting, and he's trying to subtly do it in the car, and of course it's Gary Cole looking around suspiciously. He's certainly acting very suspicious. What's that? So, here we go. Naomi Campbell. Sorry, I should have specified. Okay. Oh, Adam Clayton dated Naomi Campbell. I did. See, Professor Repressed Glitter. Oh, he's seen it as well. Is that when you were in hell? Oof. There's a shot in Garbage Pail Kids where one of those kids' mechanics clearly screws up on camera. It looks like she had a stroke. Yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, here we go. We're back at the same place again. Oh, here he goes. The brother's turned up. Does look a bit worse for wear, but he was supposed to be out of it. Bring your rifle. Oh, he's replaced the plastic in the back of his van, at least. So, instead of a window. So fire a couple of shots in the air if you find it. Oh, Hank, you can have a whistle. But he has plenty of time to load the gun because they separate at this point, but then he doesn't actually load the gun until they meet up again later. Oh yeah, Shoestring has a mighty fan. Yeah, I watched it. I think it's only 2 seasons. Car chase in Totterden, yes. Italian Job Style on BBC Macro Budget, yes, indeed. I rewatched it a couple of years ago, I think. It's only 2 seasons, which is what, 12 episodes? I don't know, a bit more than that, I think. We're about 20. So here we go. So yeah, here's the crows, which apparently turn up every time something bad is going to happen. And so yeah, I think is it here. Oh yeah. So Bill Paxton finds the plane first, but then he finds something in the snow. It's like it's a beer can, and then takes it away. That's its evidence. Sure. A shoestring budget, surely. Yes, indeed. But yeah, it was nice to see Bristol in the early 80s. Before it... Oh, here you go. So the sheriff finds the plane, and then he's trying to warn him. Although he would have done better not trying to warn him. Because would he? I guess he would have probably all shot all three of them. He's got to go, what are you talking about? Looks like he's trying to get his dick out. And yeah, turns his back on him and then walks behind him, bang, straight through him. Sheriff's down. Now he doesn't shoot Bill Paxton. Which would have made... Oh, because yeah, where's the money? Because he knows Bill Paxton knows where the money is. It's in the plane. Go get it. Yeah, I think that's the only plot hole in this sort of technicality, is that he would have loaded the gun while he was on his own. So he would have been ready, but he only had 1 or 2 bullets at the most. So I guess he wouldn't have... He's not much of a gunman to have shot Gary Cole from a distance without shooting the sheriff as well, or the deputy. Why don't they make universal bullets? Come on today. There we go. And it won't go in. He has no clue what he's doing. Oh yes, how many... I don't think... Yeah, he had shoelaces either. Well, yes, I guess it's not a plot hole as such. It's just a convenience for the rest of the story, so he can get the drop on him now. Otherwise, he would have missed the Gary Cole and been shot by him. Or not. Well, he wouldn't have been shot. He wouldn't have been able to get back at him. You're not the cold-blooded type, are you, Mr. Mitchell? Whoa. Yeah, I think Gary Cole only has about 10 minutes in the film, and if that, and he just gets shot in the head. And everyone's happy. They can keep the money and spend it wisely. He did shoot the sheriff, but he didn't shoot the deputy. So yes, if people are available on New Year's Day at 8 p.m, me and Jay are going to be doing a live Name That Movie tune quiz. I will be playing tunes on the piano for some rounds, and then Jay will be playing tunes on his recorder. See if the chat can guess the tunes, and it will be a point system. It's a good song, that one. How many versions have there been, though? He's in some real pretty shit down, man. Yes. So you got 2 dead, the sheriff and the suspect. But this is well, I don't get, because Bill Paxton's not making a story up about what happened so they can clear them. And Billy Bob saying, no, we're gonna have to do it ourselves. And then we got this depressing story about he's got nothing left now. Because they'll have to separate as brothers, and I'll never see him again. He's got nothing for living for in the town. You want to be happy? You want a wife and kids? Well, me and you sitting under the porch drinking late at night. Oh, oh dear. This is what it costs right here, right now. Oh dear. Yeah, I wish someone else would find that money. Dear. Shit's getting real. It's a live show, so it's 8 p.m. New Year's Day. So unfortunately, it might be very early on the Tuesday. We can play afterwards. Oh, pop quiz. How many Arnie films was Paxton in? Was it Terminator, Commando, True Lies? I'm going to say 3, I'm going to say. Hopefully I'm right. What are you doing? Can I put this back? Make it look like the bad guy did it, Hank. Gee. This is where it gets dark and like The Mist. Not a happy ending, this one. I'm tired, Hank. And I don't care. 3. See, Professor says 3. Ooh, spot on. Yay. Dr. Impossible says 2. Yeah. Here we go. Oh dear. You can do this and it's going to be perfect for you. And you've got something. Oh dear. I don't want to be here. Oh dear. It's all getting serious now. You tell that little girl that the bear's from me, you know? If you love me, Hank, you'll do it. That old chestnut. I'll give you a chance. I won't look at you. But if you don't do it, what's he got on him? Then I'm going to do it. So yeah, there you go. And then we're going to be fucked, aren't we? I guess this is the biggest test, isn't it? Oh, how many was James Belushi in? 2? Well, we're talking Arnie films, I'm guessing, not Bill Pat. Oh, yeah, and he shoots his brother. So, yeah, oh, and he does it. Yeah, it's just got 3 bodies around him. 2 he killed. Oh dear. Oh, actually 3. Last Action Hero. Last Action Hero, Commander, Red Heat, Last Action Hero, and Jingle All the Way. All right, who's this? This is... The subtitles have stopped working. Unless we can't hear it. Is that Bill Campbell? No. Not Bill Campbell. Yeah, they're talking about this thing where it sounds like they're describing him. And then it turns out they're describing Gary Cole's character. Sometimes the suspect will cover his mouth with his hand when he speaks. Ah. Full marks again. Jay on the recorder, did you see? Yes. This must be full of wax. Yes. It's good old, I'm on the old Joanna. From Bukowski and his brother. Yes. Remember the ones they shot and dumped in the lake? Yeah, they were very bad guys. And then here's the man. So I guess they're assuming some of the money disappeared. Because they've only got 100 grand there. Yeah, we're still tracking down the rest. It's just a matter of time. Huh? Not a matter of time. We had the money for 2 hours before the kidnappers picked it up. They couldn't mark it. They detect it. 20 agents. And they wrote down the serial numbers. 1 out of 10 bills. And then, yep, there we go. He's burning a lot. Just waiting for the numbers to turn up. But I think back in those days, they would... Did banks check serial numbers back then? Surely they wouldn't be able to trace it. They'd know who it went to one bank, but then I guess they'd... If the 2 kidnappers are dead... Oh, yeah, she doesn't want the money burnt. But it's going. It should be an interesting combination. Well, we're going to take it in turns because of the delay, we won't be able to play together. That's what doesn't work with the singing episodes. But yeah, we're going to try. So yeah, it'll be... Jay will do a song on his recorder. I will... You have to guess what it is, and then the first 3 to get first one to answer, or the first 2, 3, yeah, get points. So yeah, there we go. Straight back to the beginning where they look miserable in their jobs. And then she looks even more miserable now. Give us a smile, love. And then, yeah, he's just doing animal feed all day. And then, is that Misty Fox coming back? I'm sure there's something said there, but beyond my comprehension. But yeah, so film soundtracks, if you can tell what they are from the piano, they won't be that good unless they get... I doubt we'll get copyrighted off them. Oh yeah, visiting the family farm. Oh dear. So he's lost his brother, the sheriff, the farmer. Oh dear. And fade to black. It's a standing up one. I'll give you more details on the night. And it's out of tune as well. It's never been tuned. Bought it about 10 years ago. Well, I say bought it. It was free because people are always trying to get rid of pianos because they're big and cumbersome, and we've moved once with it. That was a fucking nightmare. So I might burn it in the garden if we move again. But neither of us are very good at our instruments. Well, Jay's better on his recorder than I am, playing the piano. But I was practicing on the weekend, and I'll do some practicing again because not live for a while. So I'll have some evenings free. Let's have a look. Yeah, not much of a cast in this. Stunt coordinator Chris Doyle. There's only 4 stunt people. See, there's 3 puppeteers. Robert Louis Kurtzman, who is Robert Kurtzman of the special effects company, who I did email today, but I think they're probably on holiday. So I won't know what he said about this film until probably next week. So do a lot of technicians, electricians. Thank you, Professor. Yes, everyone in the chat, take care. Professor says so. Make it so. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for joining us. I think, apart from, special makeup effects by KMB FX Group is... I think that was the only thing I noted down of interest that I recognized. I don't think... Because it's a very basic film, so there's not many stunts. There's not many... Apart from Danny Elfman doing the music. Supervising hairstylist. Assistant hairstylist. Makeup. Special makeup technicians. Don't see anyone apart from the usual KMB one. It's all about the bass, because, he plays bass. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, I do enjoy piano music, but I can't play. I don't have the coordination to do one hand doing something. Apart from I can rub my belly and tap my head, so I should be able to do it. 2 assistants for Miss Fonda and Mr. Thornton. One Mr. Jacks, whoever they are, but the rest got only one assistant. Got another caterers. There's Hall of Fame. Craft services by Barb Spado. Don't recognize second unit. But it's quite long titles. But it's a 2-hour film, but it does go quite quick. Not slow at all. So there's animal trainers. I'm guessing Birds and Animals Unlimited provided the fox and chickens. I don't think they killed a real chicken. So we've got a couple of songs. Old Lang Syne's in it. So yeah, this is a Christmas movie or a New Year's movie. I do remember New Year's being mentioned, and I must have heard it on the TV, I think. The ball drops. How it were. So yeah, Robert Tappert and Renaissance Pictures are mentioned. Those of Evil Dead fame. Yeah, there's the completion guarantee provided by Cinema Completions, because they had to claim on the insurance for the lost scene. And there we go. The BBC's A Simple Plan. Very good. Unfortunately, poor Dr. October was too ill to join me. Well, last one I had to cancel it, and he's unable to make it this week, but I wanted to do it before New Year's, so he'll find something else to do. I think we're doing Casualties of War with him next month in January. But and I gotta check right now. There we go. Let's knock this on the head. So unless I do a pop-up stream again, I will see you on Monday night for the quiz. Who knows what ideas might come far before then. Plus, I got to practice. Ding a ding ding ding. It'll be like Eddie. Dang dang dang. Shut up. But Doc Ock off Spider-Man 2. I've never realized that. Yeah, no, Dr. October. Yeah, does vinyl on YouTube. Vinyl and punk and music. But thanks for everyone. Thanks for playing Down Under, for joining me. Whatever he was up to in Australia. Dr. Impossible for joining me. Professor Macabro from all the way from Mexico or South America. Michael Myers from wherever he's hiding under a bridge or whatever it is. And everyone else. See Mike when he was here earlier. And I shall see you next time. And don't have nightmares. Good night.